All right. Hello, hello, and welcome once again to the weekly Wednesday Warble. And the theme this week is May Day. And, well, we've got some songs about the season. We've got some songs about growing things. We've got some songs. It's also International Workers' Day, so we've got some songs about that. We've got some songs about, hey Samuel, welcome in, welcome in. Just getting started here, and we're gonna get started with the same song that was playing over the like the opening credits. There were no credits, because it's May Day. So May Day, of course, is May Day Beltane tomorrow. It's the midpoint between the summer solstice and the spring equinox, and which seems very funny to me because it seems like we're just getting rolling on spring now. So I saw the first robin out in the yard this morning, hopping around, going hop, 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 looking around, looking for a place to build. Robins put up condos under our deck, in the beams of our deck here. So there's a bird out, I think, gathering the necessary tools for that. Crocus peeks through the snow cover. Daffodil isn't far behind. Jays blue and gray and robins red. Return, return, return. Oh, another spring. Wings unfurl from the pupae, antenna investigate, sudden sucks full of tiny legs, explode, explode, explode. Oh, another spring, oh, another chance to dig my roots deeper. Oh, another spring, oh, another chance to spread my leaves further. Coming alive after winter. Waking from hibernation, stretch the knots out of your limbs, breathe in the air and bathe in the sun. Restore, restore, restore. Oh, another spring, oh, another chance to spread my leaves further. Oh, another spring, oh, another chance to dig my roots deeper. Oh, another spring, oh, another chance to live my life fuller. We all come alive after winter. So there we go. That is spring. That is spring. Got your phone? You'll be off the phone for the next 14 hours. Oh no. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Samuel. That one's really fun to play, and of course, we pull it out in springtime, and then we play it all the time, and then we don't play it for 3 months of the year. And Marlis is lurking here for the show. That's good to have you lurking. So the next song, oh no, this is the next song. The next three songs, 4 songs. The next bit, we've got the it's sort of like what the Wicker Man vibe, the May Day dancing around the maypole celebration kind of song, and this song isn't about that, but it is about dancing, and in the famous music video that I believe is famous around the world and not just in Canada. I believe this was a hit that made it out of Canada. They certainly have a dance around the maypole thing going on in the video, so I felt it was appropriate for May Day. So this is Men Without Hats. We have this CanCon thing in Canada, so the radio stations play a certain amount of Canadian content, and sometimes I'm like, is this a song that people outside of Canada actually know, or is it one of those songs that only people in Canada know? Hey, Cat Monkey, welcome in, good to have you here. We're on song 2 of our 10 songs pertaining to May Day. Safety dance. I watched, there was recently a Todd in the Shadows one hit Wonderland episode about that. By recently, who knows when it came out. I watched it recently, and yeah, it's like, oh, okay, that's not just huge in Canada. All right, so this next one is totally not a May Day song at all. It's another holiday that comes in the fall. It's All Souls Night, but it mentions bonfires, and I guess fires and the lighting of fires is a big May Day celebration thing, and I just felt this song still has that kind of like pagan ritual feel kind of thing going for it, so consider it Christmas in July. But But you know, if you have the opportunity to sing a Lorena McKennitt song, I feel it's worth taking. Let me just make sure this is in a reasonable form of tunage. The strings on this is some sort of spring ritual. Apologies for that delay. Bonfires dot the rolling hillside, figures dance around and around to drums that pulse out echoes of darkness, moving to the Pagan sound. Somewhere in a hidden memory, images float before my eyes of fragrant nights of straw and bonfires, dancing till the next sunrise. I can see the lights in the distance, trembling in the dark cloak of night. Candles and lanterns are dancing, dancing a waltz on All Souls Night. Figures of cornstalks bend in the shadows, held up tall as the flames leap high. The green night holds the holly bush to mark where the old year passes by. I can see the lights in the distance, trembling in the dark cloak of night. Candles and lanterns are dancing, dancing a waltz on All Souls Night. Bonfires dot the rolling hillside, figures dance around and around to drums that pulse out echoes of darkness, moving to the pagan sound. Standing on the bridge that crosses the river that goes out to the sea, the wind is full of 1,000 voices, they pass by the bridge and me. I can see the lights in the distance, trembling in the dark cloak of night. Candles and lanterns are dancing, dancing a waltz on All Souls Night. I can see the lights in the distance, trembling in the dark cloak of night. Candles and lanterns are dancing, dancing a waltz on All Souls Night. There we go. All Souls Night. All Souls Night. Totally the opposite of May Day, but they've both got dancing around fires. So we put it in. We put it in. I believe I shall put something silly on my head for this next number. Pardon me while I grab it. I should have had it behind my dressing wall. So a film that I perhaps like a little too much. and as I've grown, have come to identify with possibly a little bit too much, is Spinal Tap. This is Spinal Tap. I have a lot in common with Nigel Tufnell. I don't want to eat small bread either. I want a slice of bread you can make a sandwich with. That's my Scarlet Witch outfit, exactly. This is a Spinal Tap song, but I feel it works. I feel it works perfectly with today's theme. We're in the May Day ritual. We're in the Beltane part of the set right now. Oh, there's more silliness. A little bit more silliness, then we're going to get serious for a minute. And we'll get silly again. We're not going to get as serious as we could have got in today's episode. It's so funny, like the music, those guys, they did Spinal Tap and A Mighty Wind. So they made a movie making fun of heavy metal and a movie making fun of folk music. And they, I believe, wrote and performed all of the music in both films. And all of the music is absolutely fantastic. And it's all like, I love heavy metal and I love folk music. So it's like, I love all of the music in both of those movies. And I really, I really identify strongly with both films. Anyway, that's what that one's from. Now we're going to do one of mine. And because of so many of the, the holidays that we celebrate here on planet Earth, they celebrate celestial events. So this is a song that I wrote about celestial events. So it's not specifically May, but it's about the heavens and the turning of the earth. So I felt it was appropriate. I'm drinking water. I'm drinking hot water. Once in a season, once in a blue moon, look to the sky. you could see through the clouds, through the mist, through the drizzle, if you could see through the haze to the sights that were promised. Once in a lifetime, once in a blue moon, maybe the stars will align. Then you will see things to amaze you, sights that you'd never believe. If you could see through the snow, through the precipitation, if you could feel all your toes and your fingers were frozen, maybe you'd see an eclipse or a comet, a solar storm. Now the lights feel as one with the universe. If you could look in the sky on a clear night just once in your life. There you go. Stargazing in Newfoundland is the name of that one. And so we move out. We move out of the sort of the May Day ritual celestial body section, and we move into May 1st is also it's also International Workers' Day. So it's here in North America, we usually do Labor Day in September, but I think in a lot of the world they sort of celebrate the same thing on the 1st of May. So I've got a couple songs for that. And the first one, I actually did this one last week, but I feel like it also works well because it's I believe it speaks to the dangers of many of the trades. So this is a good worker day song. I mean, the first verse is about an outlaw, but you know, maybe if there were better jobs going, they wouldn't have had to resort to outlawing. I was a highwayman, along the coach roads I did ride, with sword and pistol by my side. Many a young maid lost her baubles to my trade. Many a soldier shed his lifeblood on my blade. The bastards hung me in the spring of 25, but I am still alive. I was a sailor, I was born upon the tide, and with the sea I did abide. I sailed a schooner round the Horn of Mexico. I went aloft to furl the mainsail in a blow. And when the yards broke off, they say that I got killed, but I am living still. I was a dam builder across a river deep and wide, where steel and water did collide. A place called Boulder on the wild Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below. They buried me in that gray tomb that knows no sound, but I am still around. I'll always be around and around and around and around and around and around and around. I'll fly a starship across the universe divide, and when I reach the other side, I'll find a place to rest my spirit if I can. Perhaps I may become a highwayman again, or I may simply be a single drop of rain, but I will remain. And I'll be back again and again and again and again and again and again and again. That's right. It's got some serious folk roots. This song. I end up doing this song. There's so many themes that I can make this song fit into. It's like, well, there's an episode about space. Well, there's the space verse. This is the next episode about sailors. Well, here's the sailor verse. Do you know what I mean? I think I did a rogues and ruffians once, and I probably did this one too. So there we go. Now I'm going to do a union ballad that I wrote, and I'm not going to tell the whole story of the Epic of Gilgamesh and how they had to round up all these workers. I guess I have to. This is a story. I wanted to write a story about a siege. I wanted to write a story about a city that survived a siege. And so I'm like Googling, like Kyla's Wikipedia writing. Anyway, I found this. I don't know that it's related to the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's in the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's from a writing from the same period, a story about Gilgamesh. Anyway, tells the story of the city of Uruk, who a neighboring city sends them a letter and is like, send us your workers. We need a workforce. We've got wells to be dug, many wells that need to be dug. We've got ropes to pull. We need a workforce. So send your able-bodied young fellas out to do this. And anyway, they organized. And so I set out to write a song about a siege, and I ended up writing a union ballad. But they tried to trick. They knew that this opposing army was going to show up, and that they did not have the strength to go out and fight. They wouldn't be able to. Their walls wouldn't withstand. They'd have to open the gates at some point. So they decided to try and trick the opposing forces into thinking that they were a bigger force than they were. And into thinking that they were a more dangerous force than they were. And part of this is that they chose a representative to go, and no matter what they did to him, stick to the story that inside the city was Gilgamesh, the great leader, and this great force. So that's what this song is about. This is one of mine. If I hadn't made that clear. Well, first they sent a letter demanding our labor. They had so very, very many wells that needed digging. The elders were quite fearful, but we sent our refusal to their rather odd presumption of our cooperation. This was not a letter from a friend requesting aid. No sooner had we sent it than word came back informing us of no less than 3 armies marching to our city. We gathered up the maces, gave one to every worker, and we stood up on our ramparts, tried to look intimidating. We thought we could convince them of the error of their ways. There's no escape, we'll have to open the gates, meet 'em head on and stand tall, show 'em our shovels, meet 'em head on and stand tall. Show 'em a versatile workforce, we won't lie down, won't back away. No matter the job, we are ready. Lay a brick, throw a stone, wield a sword, plant a garden, dig a ditch, drill a well, pull some rope, grow a garden. You have to run out to shoppers? Did that song make you think you better stock up, in case someone comes to siege? All right. Next, the next couple of songs. Ba-doop. So, May Day and Beltane seem to have a lot to do with the beginning of the growing season as well. So we'll have a couple songs about gardens. In fact, it's all gardens and flowers from here on in. We're going back to the spring and the growing. But we've got, and I think actually John Denver didn't write this, but I know it from the singing of John Denver on the Muppets, which I think is where a lot of people know it from. A desperate need for dessert. Speaking of dessert, we're having new friends over for supper tomorrow, and I'm going to make something horrific for dessert. And we'll see if they're still our friends after that. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make my garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds, picking stones, man is made of dreams and bones. Feel the need to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music from the land. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. Old crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that feathered thief up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Hey, welcome in. Is it Maison? Is it my son, my con? Let me know. I also might just not be able to see. Samuel is very possibly my biggest fan. Is Samuel not gardening right now? Because Samuel is here listening to me. We've got another song about gardens, speaking of gardens. And welcome in. I'm hoping you will give me a pronunciation of your name so I can make sure that I pronounce it correctly. Is it in fact a K? Excellent. I thought it might be. Yes, that is the correct file. So we're going back to the 12 string. I've got two more songs. And this one is about all the things, all the life in spring, I think, really. This is I guess it's a much older tune, but we all know it. Jimmie Rogers. My several different names involving Roger and Jimmy just went through my head. Jimmie Rogers is what I know this from. Meadowsweet and lady smocks, gentian, lupin and tall hollyhocks, roses, foxgloves, snowdrops, forget-me-nots in an English country garden, in an English country garden. How many insects come here and go through our English country garden? I'll tell you now of some that I know, and those I miss you'll surely pardon. Fireflies, moths and bees, spiders climbing in the trees, butterflies that sway on the cool gentle breeze. There are snakes, ants that sting, and many creeping things in an English country garden, in an English country garden. I miss you will surely pardon. Bobolink, cuckoo and quail, tanager and cardinal, bluebird, lark, thrush and nightingale. There's joy in the spring when the birds begin to sing in our English country garden, in an English country garden. Robin, don't forget the robin, don't forget the robin. Go English country garden, which I learned I don't know, maybe a couple years ago. I was doing a garden theme, a garden themed set, and so I'm like, okay, songs about gardens, and that one came up, and I've known this song, like I knew when I was a kid, but I hadn't thought about it in years, and so I was like, oh yeah, that's probably something I could do. And then I like read these words, and it's like, how have I not been covering this song my entire life? That doesn't make any sense. All right, so we've reached the final song of the day, and I think a lot of you will know this. This is from The Sound of Music. And you know, flowers and all. No, I'm not gonna do Majesty of Trees in this episode, but we'll probably do another tree episode not too long. We've got a little Edelweiss, of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, bless my homeland forever. Bless my homeland forever. So there we go. There's our 10 springy May Day songs for this week. I'll do Majesty of Trees soon enough. And I thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for joining me here today. And I will be back next week for the Warble. It's going to be earlier. I'm hoping to eventually double stream it with my writing show on Twitch, but I'm having trouble getting the software working. So I think I'm going to move this a little bit earlier in the Wednesday afternoons. Apologies for the way that I've been moving this time slot around, but I've tried this time slot on for a couple of months, and I feel like I'd like to try the slightly earlier one. So keep an eye on the, I'll put up the live notice. The live notice will be up on YouTube with the time in your time zone. So, but next week, the theme is going to be East Coast songwriters, because it's the East Coast Music Association's awards and conference next week, and I will be attending the conference. So I thought that would be that. There's so many good songwriters in the East Coast of Canada, so I thought it would be fun to put together a set. Obviously, one of the I could just sing 10 of my own ones. Haha, tricked ya. But I'm not. I'm gonna be doing songs from all around Atlantic Canada. And so that's the theme for next week, and it will be on slightly earlier. So heads up on that. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining me here today for this week's Warble. It is always a pleasure. I had fun picking songs. I'm really having fun picking next week's. So I look forward to seeing you all then. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you out there.